Because like, how much stuff had Natal written on it? Until they finally named that thing Connect.
But how about the scheme, the OS scheme? Is that true with those little like raindrops? They look like marbles.
That's what was on. That's what was on the original PSP when they, NGP when they showed it in January. But some people have noted that there are differences in it, which gives validity to the picture itself. There's not just a fake. Because the icons on those circles are a bit different. You know, that's still not solid proof until someone holds up a box on a shaky handycam video. I'll never believe it.
I don't know. I think it's going to be surprising that Sony calls it Vita at this point.
They wouldn't. Sony has not been known for naming any of their stuff quasi-Spanish names.
Yeah.
Although, what is Vio? Hold that thought.
The Vio, the Via, the Vita, the Vio.
Bravia. So maybe I may be mistaken on that.
True.
You heard it here first. It may actually be.
It may actually be the PlayStation Vita Loca with Ricky.
Just call it this PlayStation Viva La Vida.
Viva La Vida. Each
Coldplay, and then it'd been all right.
Each console comes with the music video with Ricky Martin.
That's gay.
The official PlayStation sponsor.
No.
They bring him out.
At that point, I whip out my black Digivice.
they bring him out
into home. Digiport open into home. Then Digiport open into E3. Jump up on the stage. Tell Jack Trenton he's out of his mind.
With your E3 glowing suit, like Jerome.
For real, yeah. That would be the end of that.
Yeah, but you know what? No, you're gonna see that, and then he's gonna be like,
Hey, to all my fans, PlayStation is the place to be.
Hey, Mickey Mouse. Oh, it's not. No, it's not even. Feel the IQ of the show.
This is dropping. It's
increasing like someone's cast poison over it.
Poison? Now poison. That's another.
PlayStation Poison. PSP still, but it's different.
Poison from Final Fight. We don't know if he's a guy or a girl. He's like, that's another Ricky Martin.
Dang. But seriously, it's not going to be called Vita.
A bald eagle cried on that day.
Although I may be wrong.
Can you bet?
Don't hold your breath.
Shien, do you bet your life on it?
Yeah, individual's life.
Man.
I'm worth 4 of you. But speaking of stuff that's dead, did y'all hear about the Devil May Cry collection?
Devil May Cry collection?
Yep.
Is it gone?
No. Apparently it's coming.
Oh. Oh yeah. No. That hasn't even like brushed my mind. Like I haven't even thought about that series when it came to collections.
Yeah. Where's our Final Fantasy collection?
Right. I want 7, 8, and 9 remastered for the PS3.
Now that would be amazing.
That would be.
Although what Hideo Kojima told, whatever that guy's name is, who was it? I can't remember his name anymore. But the producer, the director for 7, he told him he needs to remake 7.
That's what Hideo told him?
Yeah, they had dinner like a week ago.
Oh, that was recently?
Yeah. And he said, you need to make Final Fantasy 7 over. He's like, why? And he said, okay, now you also need to make a Twitter account. Because everybody is asking. People asked Hideo Kojima, because he said he was going to have dinner with this guy. So he asked for, hey, are there any questions you guys want me to ask him? And that was one of the questions. They want, for Hideo Kojima, they didn't ask about Metal Gear. They asked him to ask the other dude to remake Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, but they've been asking for that for years now, and he's just been saying that it doesn't make any sense, basically.
I don't know.
I mean, since the PS2 days, they've been asking for it.
It makes sense financially.
I don't know, maybe the amount of work we have to put into it, because that's an awesome game.
Yeah, I mean, I think anyone would take anything at this point.
Well, now if we look back, we see how so many games starting off in the 80s and 90s were 2D beat-em-ups, and that was like the genre of the day back then. It was compared to the first-person shooter that we had realized in 1990 to the 2005, 2006 era when the first-person shooter was like on top. Then all of a sudden we're all about open world, and GTA comes out for the PlayStation and for PC, and it's an open world. No one's seen anything like that before, let alone, only like in an RPG like Final Fantasy, and that kind of also kick-started the open world, and people wanted to explore more and do side quests and do other things other than the main mission. And I think GTA like blew the doors open on open world. Nowadays, it's more like we're phasing out open world and everything's taking a linear path again and coming back to completion, back to the way it used to be, where all games were linear, basically. You look at Battletoads, and from start to finish, you're walking a straight line. Batman on the NES, every single game ever made. You look at Contra, you look at Alien 3, Alien the Arcade, Double Dragon, everything was from start here, finish here, linear path, game over, nothing else. The only excitement we got, and the only thing that kept us going and coming back, were the cheat codes. Now the cheat codes are coming back. I heard that there are a few games that are going to be showcasing in E3, and there are also some games that are currently available that have incorporated Easter eggs again, and have incorporated things like Red Faction Armageddon. They have a sort of like an Easter egg thing, like if you finish the game, you get this little baby unicorn who shoots a laser out its butt, which is hilarious. And I mean, it's an Easter egg, it's something funny, it's something like odd. The motivation was to come back for those Easter eggs, the funny things, the quirks, the things that aren't supposed to be possible in that universe. But
that's all they do when you think about it.
Open world games, yeah.
Yeah.
Alien Noir isn't as open world as people thought it would be. It's actually very linear.
It's even less open world on the 360. On the 3 discs.
It's like closed beta. But anyway.
For real.
They had, just a discussion about this not too long ago, and I kind of agreed with, I believe it was Pachter who was talking, and he did come up with, let's be innovative now. Go ahead and change up by making a new format or a new way of playing a game. And what better way is experience or enhance the experience externally with 3D devices and with like motion controls? Why not just go into the game and actually change the internal experience first, and then work on all the externals? When it comes to these reworked 2D games, I'm all for them. If they would have continued that flavor as well, like throughout the years, they probably would have gotten a lot better at it. Go ahead.
If you didn't take a turn for 3D, 2D would have been more enhanced.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. And partially that's what I believe in, and I also believe in change as well. If that 2D would have kept on, and they would have kept enhancing that 2D with the graphics and enhancing that 2D, it would have been a whole lot better nowadays.
Outland doesn't look too bad. Outland is 2D, right? Fairly.
Yeah, fairly.
Yeah.
Bringing House of the Dead. That's the Wii version to PS3. No one cares about that. But we're all sick of Wii ports at this point. Not really, but but it's just like we are sick of our weak implementations of Move when it's so technologically advanced and they don't use it properly. So hopefully we'll see something about that. Whatever happened to sorcery?
I don't know. That thing looks like I mentioned before, it was a tech demo.
Well, I'm wondering, everyone's saying that Microsoft's going to announce their Star Wars Kinect game, and I'm imagining that if they have any sort of a brain, that they'll be releasing it alongside the Star Wars Blu-ray release in September.
Yeah, you know what? I think that Lucas is waiting for him. Lucas is like waiting for his death to come before they announce that.
George Lucas talked about making prequels, but they never made it past screenplays before he died on the Van Wyck Expressway in a fiery car crash in 1989. Right after making The Last Crusade.
Brandon, wanting something very badly doesn't make it true.
Because once they announce that game,
fans will seek to take his head.
Seriously. Because I haven't seen anything of it, but from the looks of whatever animatic they had, or some type of CGI animation that...
Yeah, it's just a video. Like half of the Kinect stuff, a video of not actually showing you how it works because they can't actually get it to work that way.
It's really
Yeah, you're right. Stupid.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The video looks pretty dumb.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this to death back when it came out last E3. There's no way it's going to be able to do that. And the thing is that no one right now, very few people actually have an idea of what Kinect will do with real games because there are so few real games for it.
Who uses it other than for that?
Yeah,
name of that guy?
Dance Central. That's the only thing people use it for. That and maybe they'll use it for the user interface. But nobody plays games on the thing.
Yeah, like the bonus round I'm seeing is basically looking at potential.
Yeah, I mean they keep saying they've sold so many, but where's the software to back that up? But anyway, what I'm thinking Sony needs to do is they need to come out. They need to get Zendali or whatever they were, the same people who made Sports Champions, to make the Star Wars move game. You use the navigation controller and you use the move controller and you use it for when you pull the trigger, the lightsaber comes out. When you let go of the trigger, it's just his hand and he uses force power. You like X for force push, triangle for something. I mean, it can work. It can work. They can make it work if they make it accurate enough. And you use the snub on the navigation controller to move around in third person. And then when the time comes, you pull down the trigger and your lightsaber's there, and it's like you're the sword in Sports Champions.
That's quite interesting, actually.
And then of course, what they can do is they can even do it so like you're kind of like a squad. So like a squad of four stormtroopers or something led by a Jedi. And you can switch between the stormtroopers, and when you switch between them, instead of using the move control like a lightsaber, you use it like you would in Killzone 3. It can be done.
Oh yeah, sure.
Get people on it.
Do it.
Do it.
Well,
do it.
Well, what they need is okay. Look, since Kojima's been sticking his nose in other people's business,
there you go.
We need to make Kojima into like a rogue star, and he needs to like be up in people's business. Like they should do a reality show, like Kojima Knows Best or something like that.
Yeah, like Pimp My Ride sort of thing. Kojima comes up in like in the middle of somebody's game. He just busts up in the middle of these people's developer like headquarters. Like, yo, what's up? I'm gonna pimp your game out. No, I'll take this out. And then like when it's done, it's like a AAA title.
Right, and every game resembles Metal Gear. So.
Everyone crashes.
And everyone has a pack of cigarettes in his stomach. Okay, like he could come in and he could be like listen, man, he has to coach developers into bringing back their original titles. Like, you got to get Crash Bandicoot's rights back, and you got to make Crash Bandicoot for PS3 again. Boom, done. And then he goes
bring
up.
Back the platformers.
Yeah, instead of having, he can have dinner with everyone, and make sure that they're on their right way.
Yeah, dinner with Sasha. You'll remember that once you play Infamous. It's the name of a chapter, so it's not a spoiler or anything.
Since he's like going to be the motivator of developers to whip them back into shape, he should do that. Once he gave up Konami, right? He said he's done. So he should just let his beard grow and become like the sensei of all these game developers.
If Square Enix doesn't show any Versus 13 gameplay, I'm going to behave like the PS Love people now. I write them out of my book, they'll never back any of their games again. But it's more than 5 games they're putting out at a time. That's 5 Final Fantasy games. They have other games that they're putting out, so they are way overworked. True. That's just the 5 Final Fantasy games. Square Enix have tons of other franchises that they've brought out the same time as 13. Plus, they were working on the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and they're probably working on Modern Warfare 3 also. Square? Yeah, they worked with them. They worked with Activision on Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, God. So just get somebody on the PS3 move Star Wars game. Come on. I mean, do you need to come down there?
Kojima needs to have dinner with Lucas
and get it started for you. Because I will.
I would want to see, to wrap this all up. Basically, I would want to see more. The thing is, I love Nintendo, and I want this to continue.